What's going on, everybody? TheKennyDubz here with another Mega Man X type character overview video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Evil Eye limited weapon machine gun as it released recently on the global version. Alright, so we're taking a look at the Evil Eye, and first and foremost, I just want to point out or mention something. If you hear that in the background, that's my air conditioner. It's getting close to summer, so I'm going to need to have it on at some points, and right now is one of those times. So I apologize for the noise, but it's a necessary evil. So, the Evil Eye, like I mentioned earlier, is a limited machine gun type weapon, so it will be on limited weapon banner. So, the first pull on those banners gives you a guaranteed S-rank weapon, so you could pull Evil Eye off your first pull. Anyway, inflict about 30% attack damage to the target, penetrate up to 5 targets, damage penetration becomes 25%. So now let's take a look at the passives for this weapon here, or the skills. First up, Dark Ablation. There's a chance to cause blind when hit. This effect let me trigger once more after 5-second cooldown. This is okay. We don't have really too many weapons that inflict a blind up till this point, so it's cool to finally start seeing some of that, pop up. Next up, we have Attack Increase. Increase attack by 63 when equipping this weapon. That's okay. Next up, we have Improved Energy Shot. Increase rate of fire and energy by 10%. Not bad there, especially for a machine gun type weapon. Being able to fire faster is very, very nice, and increasing the energy is nice as well. Complete Penetration allows you to allows passage through landscapes and barriers when they target and blind status, increase the energy by 10%. So this is actually quite nice for complete penetration. Not only does it give you penetration for terrains and barriers, but it also increases the damage dealt to blind targets, which you inherently inflict on targets anyway. Alright, unfortunately, I was hoping the wiki would have some critical information for me. It did not, so it doesn't tell me what the chances of inflicting blind, but I want to say it seems pretty high, though that could just be because of how frequently, how many shots you're hitting with it being a machine gun. Next up, with the Power of Evil. When causing a blind status or hitting a target in blind status, gain the Power of Evil status, increasing the damage multiplier of Dark Shot by 75%. This can only be triggered once after 10-second cooldown. Special effects this will only be available equipping this weapon as long as it's a weapon. Okay, so basically, this part says this will only be active while you have this weapon active. Like, this buff will only apply then. You can switch different weapons, if that's will still be available. So this, you might be wondering, Dark Shot. Well, Dark Shot is its default shot. So 75% damage increase from the base, so it's about 30% base, so 75% more damage. That gives you about a 52% damage increase there. So that's quite nice. Just having that there on top of the complete penetration buff as well. And then finally, we have the Hail of Bullets. When attacking, gain Hail of Bullets status, reducing reload time by 50%, increasing range and flight speed by 50%. So these just sound like arbitrary numbers, but just know that this helps you deal more damage when the Hail of Bullets status is active. Alright, so it's going to be triggered onto its 10-second cooldown. I don't remember how long this buff is active for. Wiki doesn't have it, and I don't have the information offhand either at the moment. But yeah, so you can do quite a bit of damage with this weapon here. And finally, the hidden skills. I don't think the hidden skills are in global. I don't have the weapon in global, so I kind of can't look at it because the game doesn't really allow you to. But that's Boss Killer, Unlimited Ammo, Deep Intrusion, and Defocus Resistance. Defocus Resistance is obviously the worst here. Deep Intrusion, I also don't think that's really good either, because it says it doubles the chances of inflicting Dark Ablation, but what does that mean? We don't know what the chances of hitting that in the first place. Boss Killer, I think, is probably the best one here. So if you want to use this versus bosses, I think that's pretty good there. If you want to use it for PvP, I guess either you would use Unlimited Ammo or Deep Intrusion. I suppose. I guess you probably want to go with either one of those, because the boss doesn't open PvP. But should you pull for this weapon? As many of you probably watching may be thinking, I don't think it's one of those weapons where you should pull for most accounts. Again, as per usual, it's going to depend on the status of your account, what you want to do. I think this weapon is good for bosses, like I mentioned in my raid boss video. So if you're more into raiding, maybe you want to pull for it because of that. Because again, for raid bosses, you need twice as many weapons as you do characters. So for your 5 raid runs, you're going to need 10 weapons. So you're going to want to have a wider roster of weapons for that. Other than that, I think it's okay weapon. I just kind of pulled it because I thought it looked cool, and I got it off my initial pull, I believe. So there is that. Something that I do want to note, though, there's not many characters with damage increase on blind. The only one we have in global right now, I think, is Eratoire, I believe, does that. And I don't remember if... Is it New Year's Cinnamon or Valentine's Day Cinnamon? One of them inflicts blind, but I don't know if they have damage up on blind. One of the Cinnamons. But Eratoire actually does have... has synergy with blind, as well alongside another character. It's coming out pretty soon in global version, I hope. But yeah, I don't think this is a weapon you need to pull on most accounts. Like I said, it's going to depend. If you're more into raiding, you might want to use this. Though if you're a raider, you probably have better options most of the time anyway. But again, something to keep in mind, because you're going to need twice as many weapons as you do characters. Anyway, that's it for this video. This video is going to go up really, really late. I didn't really have too much time to record these. And on top of that, I didn't know what we were getting this week until like the day of when I reported the patch update. I was like, oh, we got this, this, and that. Like, okay, great, cool. Anyway, I want to give a quick shout out to my YouTube channel member, my patrons. Thank you for supporting me on what I do when I do. If you want to support me on Patreon or as a YouTube channel member, you can find information down below in the video description. And I'll catch you guys next time. Later.